Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful week. So today is a very special day. It's my birthday and I thought I would celebrate by doing a Q&A, ask me anything type of video. I don't do these types of videos very often. I think the last one I did was actually when I started this channel. I posted on Instagram and asked for you all to submit your most burning questions and I got a lot, so I'm not going to share all of them today. I do want to keep this short, so if I don't get to it, I apologize, but I hope that you enjoyed the video anyway. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, you can find me at LIZZIEINLACE. I post about all things pink and pretty and feminine, pretty much what I post on here, and I think you would really enjoy it. I also share a lot of behind the scenes content, day in the life, giveaways, and anytime I ask any questions, usually I do it over there, so if you want to be included in the future, make sure you are following along. And how amazing is this vintage dress? I have been waiting for the perfect occasion to wear it, and what better occasion than my birthday? And seriously, this is the most beautiful dress I have ever seen in my life. I feel like a real life Disney princess. This is seriously me as a dress and I am obsessed with it. I'm gonna leave a little video right here of the dress so that you can see it in action, because honestly, even though the top is beautiful, it doesn't do the dress justice. The whole thing is absolutely magical and I just love it so much. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get right into the questions. First question, how tall are you? I am 4'11". I am very petite, and a lot of people say that I look much taller in my photos than I do in real life. Who is your role model? I have a lot for different reasons, but I feel like my biggest one is probably my mom, because she was a single parent for most of my life, and I look back and just wonder how she did all the things that she did, and I just appreciate her so much, and she was really a good role model, and she still is. What is your favorite hobby? I really love to play music. I play guitar and I actually have something very special coming today. It's a piano. I have been waiting forever to get one. I also love creating art and traveling, and to be honest, I have a wide variety of interests, so I really like to do a lot of things. Are there any skills that you've recently started or want to try? If you've been watching my videos, you know that I have been taking a course for makeup certification, so I'm working on that. I also just signed up for a Skillshare membership, so I've been learning a lot of different things on there, and I am wanting to start learning another language. So I already know French and a little bit of Spanish in ASL, but I think I would really like to learn Italian as well. Do you have any favorite books? Yes, my all-time favorite book is The Great Gatsby. I just love it so much. I also really love Sophie Kinsella books, Confessions of a Shopaholic. I absolutely love that series. I think they're hilarious. And I have a soft spot in my heart for Nicholas Sparks. The Notebook is one of my favorites. Honestly, I enjoy a wide variety of books. I really liked the Harry Potter series as well as the Hunger Games series, and I love reading up on self-help stuff and of course fashion, beauty, decorating, pretty much everything. What is your favorite type of music or song? This one's funny because most people think it's unexpected, but I am a rocker. I love rock music so much. Classic rock, metal, punk, pretty much every single type of genre within rock. My favorite band is actually Metallica, and I really like Avenged Sevenfold as well. I have a wide variety of musical interests, I guess you could say. I really love EDM. There's some rap that I like. I love dance music and pop. I also really love oldies, especially 50s, 60s, and 70s. I feel like I'm an old soul in that aspect. What are some of your favorite movies? So my all-time favorite is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the original. And I really love you know, girly classics like Mean Girls, The Devil Wears Prada, Funny Face, Breakfast at Tiffany's, pretty much anything that is like fashiony or girly. I probably really love it. What is your favorite type of food? So this one's really tough because there's a lot of things that I can't have anymore. I developed food allergies a few years ago, and so I had to completely change my diet and my eating habits and basically what I put into my body. I used to really enjoy pizza, and I still do like pizza, but I have to have the dairy-free cheese, which is really hard to find out and about. A lot of pizza places don't have that, so I will usually have to make my own. But I also really like Mexican food and barbecue. What is your favorite sweet treat? So again, there's a lot that I can't have. I can't have any cookies or cakes or pretty much anything. I'm very, very limited to what I can have. Oreos are really great, and so I really like to have that with like almond milk. I really like chocolate, especially dark chocolate, and sour candy and things like that. Would you rather live in the city or the country? I feel like I would want a mixture of both, so probably a smaller town outside of a big city so that I could still have all of the city things if I ever wanted them, but I don't think I would necessarily want to be in the middle of the action, so to speak. But I also don't want to be in the middle of nowhere where there's no one around and it takes me 2 hours to get to the grocery store. So I think a happy medium would be perfect. Audrey or Marilyn? This is a really tough one. I really love both of them. I think that they are both really beautiful and stylish and just very talented. For Audrey, I feel like she is the epitome of elegance, grace, and sophistication. And for Marilyn, I feel like she is so charming and charismatic and confident, and I really admire that. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have a brother and a sister. I'm the oldest, if you couldn't tell. I feel like I have that older sibling kind of energy, but we are all pretty spread apart. I think we're each 7 years apart from each other. So my little brother and I are 14 years apart, and he is seriously my best friend. Do you have any pets? No, but I wish I did. I would love to have a dog and a cat. I love both. For some reason, I'm really, really drawn to cats. I just love them so much, and anytime I see a cat outside, I always go up and pet it. Honestly, I feel like Snow White sometimes because I'll go outside and there's like birds around me and butterflies and cats and dogs, and yeah, it's pretty funny. Who is your favorite Disney princess? I honestly love all of them, but I feel like I identify most with Cinderella, and I also really love Belle. What do you do when you feel sad or overwhelmed? Oh, this is a really good question, actually. If I'm working on something, I will take a time out and take 15 minutes to just decompress, maybe put on a face mask or listen to some calming music, maybe play some music, do something that makes me feel happy. And I notice when I do those things, then I come back to my work or whatever I'm doing feeling a little more rejuvenated. Now, if I have a little bit more time, then I will take a full hour or even sometimes a full day and just do like a self-care day. How do you deal with negativity? Wow, this is a loaded question. And honestly, this has been a process. It has not always been easy dealing with negativity, and now that I kind of put myself out there on YouTube or all of my other platforms, sometimes I do get those negative comments and they will maybe put a damper on my mood, but I try not to let that happen so much anymore. I find that if something negative happens, I can be reactive right in that moment. So I think that it's really important to not react and to distance yourself from whatever it is and just really think about it. If it is negativity from other people and it's something that happens constantly, I have learned that I do not need to surround myself with negative people that don't support me or have my best interest. Sometimes we can also be negative to ourselves in the form of our thoughts. But whatever it is, I have really tried to be adamant about changing those negative thoughts into positive ones. And something that has also really helped in this area is positive affirmations. It feels really silly at first, but I promise you that the more you do it, the more it's going to help. What would you say to your younger self? I would say to trust the process and trust the timing. I would also tell my younger self to not worry so much. I would tell my younger self that I don't have to work so hard. I don't have to make work my entire life. I can have some fun and everything will work out the way that it's supposed to and everything will be okay. Okay, so now I have some fashion questions. Aside from pink, what is your favorite color to wear? I really love wearing whites and creams and light neutrals like that. And I also really love wearing any pastel shade. What are your favorite fashion eras? I really gravitate towards the 1920s, 50s, and 60s especially, but I also really love like Victorian, Edwardian, and some aspects of like the 40s and the 70s. So I feel like there's a lot of eras that I really love and draw inspiration from. Describe your style in 3 words: feminine, vintage, and pink. How did you find your personal style? Do you have any tips? I feel like it's always been a part of me. I've always been drawn to really feminine, girly, pink things. I think that in terms of personal style, the key is to know what you love, what you are naturally drawn to. You are drawn to certain things for a reason, and have fun experimenting. And if something feels like it's not you, then it probably isn't part of your personal style. Personally, I think that creating a board on Pinterest is really helpful, and I would start pinning things that inspire you. Don't even think about it. Pin colors, fabrics, even locations. I bet you that you will start to see a pattern. Where do you like to shop? I really like to shop at a lot of different places. Sister Jane and Kate Spade, pretty much anything girly and frilly and feminine. I also really love shopping secondhand, so I will shop on Poshmark sometimes, and then also will try to find one-of-a-kind vintage pieces. And of course, I really love Chicwish. They have a lot of really cute, girly, feminine things for an affordable price, and I share hauls from them all the time. If you need some outfit inspo and want to see those, I will leave a link below in the description for you. I also have a video about my favorite feminine clothing stores, so if that is of interest to you, then you can check that out right here. I'd love to see you design a clothing collection with a brand. Who would you love to design with? I think ultimate dream brand would probably be like Dior or Zimmermann. I also think that Kate Spade or Love Shack Fancy would be really great picks. Now we have some beauty questions. If not blonde, what hair color would you want? I don't know. Well, it wasn't really dyed, but I kind of had like a darker blonde, almost a brown shade one time, and it looked nice. But then when I got home and started trying on all of my clothes, I saw that my clothes looked completely different on me, and the colors that worked on me as a blonde didn't work for this new color, and I immediately went back. So I really don't know. What is your best kept beauty secret? I have so many, but I feel like SPF is seriously the most important thing that you can add to your beauty routine. What is your skincare routine? I would cleanse my face and then apply a toner and then put on essence. And essence is basically a product that helps your serum absorb into your skin a little bit better. And then I would apply a serum, then a moisturizer. Here are some travel questions. What is your bucket list vacation? I feel like my ultimate vacation would be like a world trip. Like I would love to see so many places, and I would just be gone forever, just traveling everywhere. But in reality, I think that I would really love to go back to Italy. So I've been before, but I only saw Rome and Venice. I would love to see Tuscany and also the coastal areas. Where was your favorite travel destination? A travel destination that I've been to that I really, really loved was Switzerland. It was like Disneyland. It was the most beautiful place I have ever seen in my life. I love it so much. Here are some questions about love, which is really interesting. There were so many questions about my husband, which is kind of funny. So the first one, what advice would you give to those scared of going into relationships? I think it's really important to take time to get to know yourself first. I think that by knowing who you are and what you want, it will help a lot when it comes to finding a relationship. I would also say that it's okay to be picky. I think that a lot of people think that they have to settle for the first person that comes their way, but you don't. I think that internally you know what the right decision is for you and who the right person is for you, and if that means that you wait until they come along, then I think that's perfectly fine. How did you and your husband meet, and how old were you? We actually met twice. The first time, I think I was 19, and then the second time when I really, really met him, I was 21. So yeah, very interesting story. And how did I meet him? So we are exes of exes. So I will just leave it at that. If you want to hear the whole story, then leave a comment below and let me know. I also got some questions on career. If you weren't a vlogger, what would you be doing? I would have a fashion line, or be doing something with music, or maybe even flowers. I think it would probably be fashion related because I really, really love fashion so much. But to be honest, I really love what I do. I love the flexibility, and I love that I can just be myself and share my passion and connect with a community of like-minded individuals like yourself. Do you see yourself doing this forever? Yes and no. So I feel like yes. In a way, I would not want to stay where I am currently forever. I would want to expand and evolve and grow in new areas, but still doing the same thing, maybe in different ways, if that makes sense. What inspired you to start blogging? My love of fashion. So I saw some blogs online, and I thought that it was just amazing that they were sharing their love of fashion and their clothing recommendations and their outfit of the days and things like that. I thought to myself, wow, this is really cool. I would love to do that. And so at the time I was starting to make my own things, and I was sharing my designs on there, and then it just kind of evolved into more of like me styling outfits, and then it's evolved even more since then, and now I just kind of do everything. What do you use to take your photos, and who takes your photos? So my husband takes the majority of my photos, but I take some of them myself with a tripod or something like that, and I do all of the editing. We were not natural in this area. We have both had to learn a lot over the last 7 years, and still learning every single day, but I really, really love it. As for what we use, mainly we use a DSLR, Canon 5D Mark IV, hands down. Such an amazing camera. We've been using it for a few years now, and I love it so much. Right now I'm recording on the Canon G7X, which I really like for video, and I don't use my phone very often, if at all. A lot of people use their phone, and I've used it for some of my videos sometimes, and it works great. But for photos, I find that it is really hard for me to edit and get the look that I want using my phone. So I much prefer using the DSLR, but it is totally not necessary if that is what you're wanting to know. And last question, what are your birthday plans? I am going to work in the morning and do a few things, and then I am taking the rest of the day off, and I am so excited. I have no idea what I'm going to do, but I'm thinking about watching one of my favorite movies, maybe reading a book, making a really special meal, and just relaxing, having a spa day, just having some me time. I feel like I don't do that enough, and it is a really special day, so I'm very excited for that. This weekend I'll probably hang out with my mom and my husband, and then we're off to Carmel, and I am so excited because it's one of my favorite places and I just can't wait. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a big thumbs up below and don't forget to subscribe and share. I would also love for you to leave a comment sharing a fun fact about yourself. I love getting to know you guys as much as you like getting to know me. And don't forget to follow along on Instagram at LIZZIEINLACE and check out my blog LIZZIEINLACE.com. I will see you guys later. Bye!